What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley and welcome to another weekly watch list video. In this series, I break down for you how the markets are doing as well as the stocks that are at the top of my watch list going into the week ahead. If you get any value from this video, remember to click that like and subscribe button and let's go. Okay, so just to get us started, I want to tell you about one trade I'm in right now. This is Victory Square Technologies. I have made 3 videos about these guys on my YouTube channel. I really like their business. They're up over 100% since the end of November here. They're doing phenomenally well. They just broke through this 70-cent barrier that has kind of acted as resistance twice already. They're up 13% just this week alone. They're doing extremely well. I'm in at around 64 cents and I'm currently up 18% on the trade, but I really like this company, and if we can break through this kind of 90-cent barrier, I think it's got a lot of room to run. I like what these guys are doing. Now, this week, it wasn't so great for the markets. If you look at the S&P 500, you can see we were slow and steady all the way from November, December, and pretty much to the end of January here. And then this week hit, and we just broke through our support line that was right here. Kind of disappointing because we were doing really well this week. If you look at the Dow Jones, it's pretty much the exact same story, pretty much from November to the end of January here. And then we fell through support this week, basically on all the short selling fiasco that's happening this week. It wasn't good for the markets. It might have been good for a couple of people, that's for sure though. So COVID in the USA, I like to bring this up each week just so that we can keep it in the back of our minds. It looks like we are doing better than we have been doing in the past, which is really nice to see. Unfortunately, I think the global number just crossed over 100 million people infected with COVID, so that's not good news. But the US is doing better than they were 3 or 4 weeks ago, which is great for the markets. Now, GameStop, we need to address this because this was the story of the week. Here is what the chart looks like on a 1-hour basis. As you can see, it came into basically January 21st around $50. And in the after hours of January 28th, that hit a high of $513 before settling out around $312 to end the week in the after hours session. Now, I have no idea what's going to happen on Monday or Tuesday. I'm not going to be trading it. I'm not playing this short squeeze game. And I have a couple of concerns with it, and it's just not my strategy. So I'm staying away from it. But here are my thoughts. Number one, it was really cool to see the retail traders stick it to the hedge funds. It was really nice to actually see that happen. And it was nice to see the small guy not lose out and not get scammed in the stock market. So that was overall kind of a nice thing to see. Secondly, the market can easily be manipulated. That is what we are very clearly seeing. It's manipulated by hedge funds. This time it was manipulated by people on Reddit, and then it was manipulated by Robinhood to drive the price back down. So a couple of different things are going on there, but what you need to understand is that this can happen, and it is a risk within the markets. So you need to be well aware of that. Thirdly is that now your broker matters. If your broker is going to all of a sudden limit your ability to buy or sell specific securities or specific stocks, your broker all of a sudden becomes a whole lot more important than Robinhood or Webull, whichever one gives you the free stocks. That decision becomes a whole lot more important. Now, I personally use Questrade. I didn't have any issues this week. I thought the platform performed extremely well. I did get an email from Interactive Brokers. They were limiting a little bit of the transactions. I have an account with Interactive Brokers, and I got an email from them. So that was concerning. I didn't get anything from Questrade though, so that was nice to see. If you guys are interested in signing up for Questrade, there's a link down below that will give you $50 in free commissions. That way you can try it out and there's no risk there. But basically, last thing is be very careful if you're going to short stocks. Generally, I don't think this was good for the markets because I think it took a lot of trust away from the markets. And so overall, I think this was a bad thing that happened for the markets and for a lot of people. And I think you need to be very careful if you're going to decide to short stocks, because this is the perfect example of that unlimited risk scenario where you can get caught in a very bad situation. Okay, now let's start looking at the charts. So Apple stock, this is a trade that I'm actively in. I'm in the options right now. I think I'm down 16, maybe 17% on it, and I am basically on this trend line right here. So I was expecting a breakout here. We saw that breakout, but it just didn't last. Right here on like Wednesday or Thursday, Apple reported a phenomenal quarter. It was like the first $100 billion quarter ever. Like they just blew the numbers out of the water, and now the stock is dropping, which is a little bit disappointing. I thought this options play was going to work out a little bit better for me. I am still holding it. I got a little bit of faith left in it, but I might have to cut it this week. We'll see how it goes. It was a small size position for me, so I'm not too worried about it. But Square, this is a company that I want to bring to your attention. I really like this company. I like the business model. I like everything that they are doing for small businesses. As you can see, stock hit resistance around 195, 200. 200 back here in October. Since then, it has risen up to 246. It double topped at 246. It came back down and it tested that $200 mark again. We're now kind of bouncing off that $200 mark. So I like Square long term. If this $200 level holds up, I think this is a fantastic stock to get in and ride out for a couple of years. If you want to swing trade it, I would buy it off the bounce and I would buy it through the breakout and then sell it when it turns around. Now, Shopify, this is a stock that I've been talking about. It feels like for months and months, and it feels like this kind of $1,100 level is just the crucial level that it kept getting rejected from here basically in July, August, September, October. We finally got the breakthrough in December, and now it has tested this $1,100 mark twice again. So just as an example, I know people say that my charts are really simple, and Zach, like there's nothing complicated about this, and it's because it doesn't need to be. If you can just draw the key levels of support, resistance, and the trend lines, that is like literally 80% of the analysis, and then you just confirm those assumptions or confirm that data and that chart pattern with the indicators and with the volume and with the fundamentals. That's how you make your trades. And Shopify has got to be the easiest way to do it. If you can just see these levels of support and resistance here, you could have wrote it from 850 all the way to 1285. You could have seen, okay, one bad day, we're out of it, and you get out of it. It's not too difficult, and I think there's a great opportunity here in Shopify, especially long term, but as well as bouncing off this $1,100 mark. Now, Modern Meat, this is a stock that I've been following for a little while. I haven't really talked about it too much here, but I do like this pattern that is forming. As you can see, this kind of 425 mark, I'm going to count it out once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. It broke through on the 5th time, it got rejected on the 6th time, and it looks like it's rejected on the 7th time at around 415 to 425. So clearly, another very, very important level of resistance right here, and we have progressively higher lows. So as you can see here, the stock dips down to $2, then it dips down to $2.25, then it dips down to $2.50, then it dips down to like $3.25. It's slowly moving up, and this is what we call an ascending triangle, and what I am looking for here is the breakthrough of 4 or 425. I think if it breaks through there with higher volume, maybe a news release, I think there's a great opportunity on Modern Meat here for a swing trade. Now, if you guys will remember, 2 weeks ago, I brought up the trade to you for Beyond Meat. I saw the bounce right here off of 120, a little bit of resistance here at 140. The stock gapped all the way up to $221 before settling out at 178. I brought this trade to you 2 weeks ago, and it has done extremely well. I did not trade it. I missed it. My portfolio is pretty much full right now, but I did point it out to you. Now, stock market course. If you guys are interested in learning how to analyze the charts like this and understand the numbers behind these charts, then definitely consider signing up for my stock market course. That is where I have over 9 hours of content that is completely free. When you sign up for a 2-week free trial on Skillshare, you can access the entire platform for 2 weeks. After that, it's about $20 a month, but you do the 9-hour course, cancel your subscription, you just got the entire thing for free. There's over 1,800 students that have gone through the course. There's 115 plus reviews, and I promise you it will be the best free resource that you can find online. The link is down below, and it is hosted on Skillshare. Now, TAT, this is a company that I'm pretty excited about. I don't know why. I don't smoke cigarettes, and this is kind of like the Beyond Meat of cigarettes, so I'm probably never going to use their product. But what I do like about this product is that it helps people get off of cigarettes, and it also is a completely organic and natural thing that has no nicotine and it has no tobacco in it. So it's healthier and it's not addictive, and hopefully it saves a couple of lives in the long term. So I really, really like that. I have also seen several companies in this space absolutely blowing up on TikTok and online. So I really, really like what these guys are doing, and I think that the US and Canada and North America is probably the test market for this. I think the big market for this is actually going to be in Asia, but we have to test it out, commercialize it, and scale it up first. That is what these guys are doing, and I think it's really, really exciting. Now, Amazon, this is a company that I think you need to hold in your portfolio long term, or you need to swing trade it when the opportunity arises. And coming up pretty soon, I think there's both of those opportunities coming. So as you can see, this kind of 3,350 level right here, stock keeps getting rejected twice in the last 2 months right here, once just this week, and now it is coming back down to the trend line. As you can see again, the same pattern forming with higher lows. So right here around 28, and then again around 3, and then again around 31 right here. The last one right now around 32. If we see a breakthrough of this 33.5 level, I think there's a great opportunity in Amazon on a breakout trade, because I think this company is just phenomenal, and long term Amazon is not going anywhere. They're only going to grow. Now, Cargo Jet, this is a Canadian company that I really like for a couple of reasons. Number one, they have a history of breaking out and then retesting support of the previous breakout. They have done that like 4 or 5 times. I've talked about this company several times on the channel, and that is just the history of the stock. On top of that, Canada just announced that they are canceling a lot of flights to sun destinations. It looks like certain provinces are going on to interprovincial lockdown, and I don't think flying is coming back anytime soon. I don't think there's going to be a lot of travel going on. I know the Calgary airport just put in even more restrictions, and now you have to stay in a hotel before you can come back into the country. Like, it's really, really crazy, and I think a lot of people are just going to choose not to travel, and because of that, that means that the cargo that used to go in commercial airlines, that used to go into passenger jets, now has to go onto dedicated cargo air jets, and that is what this company specializes in. So I think they have an advantage here, because even the planes that were flying that took a little bit of cargo with them, that is gone now. That is gone, and it is all going to this company and its competitors, and so I think they have a great advantage here. I also think there's major support at 200. It's a nice big round number. It was previous resistance here back in August, and I really, really like the business model behind this company. Now, last one here is Tesla. This is not a buying recommendation for Tesla, though. I'm bringing this chart up because I really like Tesla. I know a couple of people are invested in Tesla, and I have some concerns about the chart. So let me just spell this out to you. So this is going the opposite way. I think Tesla is about to turn around, or I think there's a chance Tesla is about to turn around. So I just want to point out to you the things that I am seeing. Number one is, as you can see here, we broke through the resistance right around 450, 600. I called Tesla as a buy at that point. It broke out and it ran all the way up to $900. Absolutely phenomenal for Tesla. Really, really amazing here. It basically traded along this trend line, and now it looks like that trend line is at least being tested, if not broken. So that's the first thing right there. Second thing is, this blue line here is the 20-day simple moving average. The price has now fallen through the 20-day simple moving average. On top of that, in our MACD, the signal line has now crossed below the MACD line, which is a sell signal and a bearish indicator. On top of that, you have the RSI on the bottom here, where our signal line has fallen out of the overbought zone and is traveling back downwards towards the middle and to the oversold zone. That is also a very, very strong sell signal and a bearish indicator. So when I look at this chart, I see, okay, well, we have very little volume right now compared to 6 or 12 months ago. We just crossed through the simple moving average. We crossed through the trend line. The MACD is a sell and the RSI is a sell. There's nothing positive that I can find on the Tesla chart right now. So I am raising this as a concern. I'm not saying sell all your Tesla shares, but I'm saying maybe you should put a stop loss on it. That's what I'm bringing to your attention right now. And because if Tesla turns around, I'm going to be right. However, if Tesla keeps running, I'm going to look like a little bit of an idiot. But at least I saved your butt if it goes the wrong way. Now, last but not least is the Discord chat and the watch list. If you're interested in joining a community of traders that share their resources, share their trades, and share their due diligence, then definitely consider signing up for my Discord chat and watch list. It is a community of traders where we share all of that information. I post all of my technical analysis, and I post my full weekly watch list every single week for everybody to see, as well as a full screenshot of my portfolio almost on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So if you're interested in signing up for that, definitely consider checking out the links down below. And if you get any value out of this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I try to piece together the best opportunities from every week and give them to you completely free here on YouTube. So if you get any value out of that, please consider helping out my channel just a little bit, or leave a comment down below. I sincerely appreciate it. And if you want to improve your trading in any way, definitely consider signing up for any of the links down below. There's a ton of great resources, as well as a link to Quest Trade if you're in the market for a new broker after everything that happened this week. Good luck trading. Good luck investing. See you soon.